Hi again, fellow unlicensed thinkers. This video is kind of spur of the moment. I haven't even gotten in the shower yet. This is just how I look in the mornings when I'm sitting at my computer doing work. And this video is just because of something that came to mind, and it has to do with a lot of the people who have read my book and watched my channel. And I have to admit that I was kind of a jerk to you guys. And it's sort of funny. Of course, I didn't mean it. You guys are wonderful. I love you all. You're fantastic. But this video is to really talk about shadow work being something that comes up all the time. And we find out in different ways what is controlling us, what is guiding us and driving us from the background. And so to give you a little context on this is you guys have all been absolutely fantastic. There was just, I'm going to talk about one person in particular. They'll know who they are because I have actually talked to them directly as far as sending them a message. And they gave me really high praise. And they said that what is in my book has been life-changing for them. Okay, well, that's wonderful, right? Well, let's rewind even a little further here and go back to what do I think is success? When I wrote my book, when I make these videos and I'm trying to help people, what do I think of as success? What is the idea that comes to my mind that says that would be successful? And I always go back to Jordan Peterson. And he has this absolutely wonderful talk that he gives about running into people who have enjoyed his work. And he talks about people coming up to him on the street and hugging him, shaking his hand, telling him how wonderful he is, thanking him for changing and improving their lives. And when Jordan Peterson tells this story, he tears up. He just gets so emotional about it. And to me, that is one of the most beautiful things that I have ever seen, is this man who wrote a book to help people, and he's getting exactly what he wants from it. And he just finds that absolutely wonderful that he can do this for people, and he loves hearing it. And so when I think of what does success mean to me in the work that I'm doing, that is exactly where my mind goes. My mind goes right to that is success. To have someone come to me, to take the time to stop whatever they were doing and to come to me and to say, hey, Cody, what you said helped me a lot. It changed my life. That is success to me. And I get a little emotional about it too. So what has happened is there have been a number of people that have told me that my work is great, and all of this. So where does the shadow work part come in? Well, and how was I a jerk to the people who like my work? Well, and I go back to this one particular instance because of the wording that this person used in saying that reading my book had changed their life. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, right? But that's not how I thought about it. Instead, my brain had to diminish this person. And it's not to say that I insulted them in my head or anything like that. I suppose it could be taken that way. And it's not something that I intentionally did. But what happened is, in an effort for my mind to revert back to what it feels comfortable with, meaning in order for my mind to go back to that rut that it's been in for a long time of saying, I'm not worth this, I'm not that great, I couldn't just accept what this person said to me. Now, I would think that I'm far enough on my journey that I'd say, yeah, I'm pretty great, because that's how I think of myself a lot of times. I think of myself as I'm pretty great. But these things come up, and you never expect them to come up. They just do. They just show up. And in this particular case, when they said that I had changed their life, my brain didn't say, like in reality, it did, but it didn't. So there was like this conflicting thing going on. So my brain just didn't entirely buy into, oh yeah, little old me could have changed somebody's life. No, that's not even possible. And at the same time, I'm thinking, well, yeah, that's great. I'm glad I did that for that person. But a couple of things happened. Number one, I didn't realize, it didn't even occur to me, because like my brain stopped me from feeling it or seeing it, but it didn't even occur to me that this person and these other people who have complimented me were giving me precisely the thing that I had asked for as an indicator of success. And I was ignoring it. Completely ridiculous, right? But also, in order for me to not really feel that pride and that joy of having helped this person or these people, I had to diminish them. And again, it's not a conscious thing that I was doing. It was just a background thought that said, oh, well, maybe they're just not that far along on their journey. Well, that's stupid. That's a really stupid thing for me to say, because what I'm doing is I'm projecting my feelings of being inadequate onto these people. So all journeys are different. Just because what I said helped someone doesn't mean that they're in a lesser place on their journey. It just means that their path has taken them somewhere else. It's like myself and a lot of other YouTubers, we will watch and comment on each other's videos, and I believe they genuinely like the things that I say, and I genuinely like the things that they say, and I learn from them. Does that mean that any of us are further along in a journey than any of the other ones? No, absolutely not. And the same thing goes for the people who are not creators, who just watch the content or read the books. They're not less far along in any journey. It's just we all have different information. And so what I did was, and again, it was me, but at the same time, it wasn't a conscious effort. But I diminished who they were as people and what their path was. And that's not my intent. I try to, I think I do, honor everyone's path. And so this ridiculous thought of why would a high value person who is well along their path give praise to someone like me? That was the background thinking that was going on. And that's absolutely ridiculous. And I want you to keep that in mind for yourself as well, is you are of high value. And you have things to teach people. You have things you could teach me. Because every person we ever meet is better at us than something, or at something, which is great because that means that we're also better than them at something. But, but still, I go back to, in order for me to maintain that line of thinking, I had to create cognitive dissonance, because I know I'm great. And I know the people that watch this or read my book are also great and wise and intelligent people. Because remember, the teacher honors the student. And we all become teachers and students at different times to each other and to other people and so on. And so a teacher wouldn't teach someone they didn't think could learn. That would be a waste of time. That would not be something that a teacher would do. And say, well, you're not ready for this yet. Yet I assume you're all ready because I don't hold my information back or anything like that. And so it was really silly of me to have any kind of thought that the people who were giving me praise weren't doing it because I was deserving of that praise, but rather they were doing it because of something was wrong with them. But that's not the case. I am worth this praise. I do have wonderful things to say. And you have wonderful things to say. And so I am sorry to all of those who never knew that I was insulting them. I do apologize. I didn't mean to insult you. What I was doing is I was projecting those old feelings of low self-worth onto you, as opposed to understanding them and uncovering them in myself, which I eventually got there. And so to those who have enjoyed my work and to those whose lives I have helped in any way, you're welcome. And I am so honored that someone as amazing as you loves my work so much. Thank you guys very much. Please be sure to hit like and share the video. Really, it's not meant for other people. It's meant for you guys who are normally listening to me. So thank you very much. Have a great day.